doors and shit in this yet. So I need to disassemble that. Shizuka should have some skills. Can you work on that? Can you work on that? Because as soon as she deconstructs them, they'll be out of the way and they should be able to bring the animals through this end. I've got a couple of like stupid corners where they can't get the animals through. So they're just going to waste time walking down here to collect the stuff off the animals. And yeah, I don't need them. I think my PC would erupt into flames if I had so many colonists going on. It's not so much the colonists, honestly. It's the animals. Because like this caravan out here, you go to it, it's just saving. Hold on. This caravan has 330 animals. And it, like, we lost like a few. They've already been reproducing and shit. Like, they're gonna probably drop another 100 by the time they arrive. We already have, hold on. We already have like 100 mufflos here to begin with. And I could probably guesstimate about 200 to 300 more animals, give or take. And like, yeah, once they arrive, a lot of them are going to get culled and shit. But it's mostly like, I have a fuck ton of animals to kind of like semi-manage kind of thing. And yeah, usually I kind of just have like more food and pen and stuff. But I kind of wasn't like harvesting everything yet because I didn't have all my animals here. It was so green. It was like this kind of like lush greenness for a while. And then I brought in a lot of my animals. Now we've just got like the dirt patch again. But it's fine. It's fine. I was going to say, I'm like, I am wondering if I might bring in the photo of like what the previous colony looks like for anybody that doesn't know. I'll do it anyway because I will eventually. Let's be third Dryden. We had we left there with 298 total colonists. I'll leave it at that for the moment. I need to do a total count. Give me a hot minute. I sort of know where I have these because I sometimes post them around the place. Where the fuck is my thing? Maybe in there. Yeah, it's probably in here. I was just going to say, I'm like, I don't know if I've got a latest image of it. I also don't know if my previous images that I brought in were size reduced or not, but I guess we're going to find out. So, hold on. Where was I? Into there. This is something that I was going to do probably after stream, but I realized that in reference to like my colony, I'm going to probably mention like the previous location a few times. I don't know if I want like the full size one, but I'll bring it in. Let's see if we can bring it in. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Fit screen? There we go. All right. So I know it's kind of like in the way, but it's about where the others are. So let me move that down here. That was like the last location we just moved from. So we had to basically like disassemble much of that to get here. And yeah, I think it's about the same. I'll just move it over to kind of match that. Hold on. There we go. All right, cool. But yeah, these are like my 3 like colony locations. This is where we started. This is the second location which we had to evacuate super fast because the game updated and destroyed my tile. And that's where we've been for like the past year and a bit. Just because I had to stabilize the fucking colony. So yeah, now we're here. You designed those pretty well. I like making my colony sprawled out and pretty and shit, like nice to look at as much as I can. Because if I'm gonna play like the game and I'm gonna like look at one colony for over a year, I kind of want to like it. In this case, this particular location, I said I wanted to try to be more efficient. So like I'm gonna have like little storage stuff. This is just to get shit out of storage for a moment so I can see what I have. Right, but I'm gonna have like little storage nooks and stuff next to workbenches. I'm gonna have more like a specialized kind of like workbench room and stuff like that. you know, all those kinds of things, because if I can like amp up their efficiency just the tiniest bit, I'm gonna end up with like a decent amount of like armor and other shit, because we want to make armor here. We also kind of, I want to also, hold on, let me just snooze these because Clark keeps bagsing them. So I do want to kind of like get to a point where we can have armor, we can have like everybody has a weapon, although a lot of them have dropped them. I kind of get gist of hydroponics and like the pros and cons of it, because this is really like, we had a couple at the last location, but we didn't actually have like grow room spaces of it. So I'm dabbling with this. I'm not going to put it in that spiral thing, I can't stand that. But yeah, I'm just mucking around with a bit of this sort of stuff. I also found out that I had to put fucking fences on everything, because otherwise my animals just think they're entitled to whatever. So yeah. I always forget to make armor, and then I try to get good weapons. Well, everybody's got clothes, but we've got a lot of people with like tattered apparel, because everybody, like, clothing production's been halted. I haven't made armor or weapons for like 5 months-ish, give or take, except for like the bare scraps and stuff, because it's taken us 5 months to move out of the last location. Hey, Abra, what are you up to? Yeah, it took a while to move, so a lot of production, a lot of like niceties have been like halted for that kind of stuff, which kind of sucks, but yeah. Now that we've moved, they should be fine. Like, we'll just start making the stuff and they'll be good. You know, we just gotta get this place kind of proof for them. I also make sure that these are actually freezing. I may have to take them down more. That is like 5 degrees. God damn it. These are on like minus 60 something. Yeah, they're minus 70. I'm going to drop it down to like minus 80 because it's rolling at about 9 degrees and I need that shit to move. Also, Clark, mate, I need you to stop bagsing chairs. I need everybody I can to try to move a bench so I can be ready for when the animals arrive. I'm not going to have much time to, like, do shit then, because everybody's going to be in here just butchering and hauling and all this stuff, and this hub is going to be, like, wide open most of the time. I was going to say, is that panther stuck? No, good. But yeah, I'm trying to challenge myself to be just a teeny weeny bit more efficient on this one so that we can get, like, decent stockpiles and crap. The other thing, too, is, I guess, the management of animals overall. I have a lot of boomalopes. I haven't exactly set those for culling, and I've got, like, nearly 40 of them. I also have a lot of animals that I'm waiting to reach adulthood so I can auto-cull them as well, so we can get more meat. But we'll see. I've got plasteel. I have 30 minutes left of work. I'm going to be getting some food and probably playing some 7 Days to Die. I think I heard you all like playing 7 Days to Die the other day. It's one of those things that like Discord's kind of like overshares. But oh, hello, we got some allies moved around. Nice. And we got all this milk that's going to expire out in the paddock, so that's a thing too. But anyway, I'm curious how you're finding like 7 Days. I haven't played it for months. Also, I need to reallocate the cat zone. That's another thing too. Cat's temp. I want to take, as much as I love the cats being up in all the beds, I want them to get down into the food area and stay in here for a little bit. They're not going to have beds and shit, but they should be able to access food in this zone. I hope. So that's something I need to do. Milk expiring is truly sad. There's like 220 odd milk out there. If they want to haul it, they can haul it. I have a lot of animals that can do hauling. Which, speaking of, I need to go through and have a look. Because we're trying to keep a cull ratio of trying to cull off the males to keep the females, because the females will reproduce and they'll just keep producing more and more offspring. Whereas the males will just, they'll get bonded to somebody. Like, I don't want that to be bonded to anybody. I want to sell that. But I also know that, like, for some reason, this one is fully fucking tame. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, I want to sell one. I have all my cats and stuff. I think all the cats are in the right spot. Everything that's been born, everything that comes over, somebody's going to have to remind me probably that when everybody arrives, anything that wasn't like a pen animal, I'm going to actually have to allocate. Like, I know Bimlop's pen animals. I guess the panthers are unrestricted. I probably won't have to allocate anything then. Oh, maybe the thrumbos. I have to allocate the thrumbos. But yeah, I'll figure it out as they get here. Let me have some more water. I've got like a really sore throat today. I'll explain in a sec. Hold on. I really didn't get any sleep. Like, I got some sleep, but like I woke up Monday night before stream, so yesterday night before stream, and I've basically more or less been awake since. I might have had like a small nap for like a very short period of like minutes or something like that, or like an hour or something, but I spent most of the day just like feeling super sick. As I said earlier, I don't know what's made me sick, but I am concerned that I'm not sure if I ate some cheese out of a bag of like cheese that was like full tilt moldy, and I just didn't look until after I'd possibly eaten it. I just can't remember if I did or not. So I'm assuming that could be making me feel sick, but yeah. It's kind of, I took some medicine for it, but every time I take it, it always kind of like results in a really sore throat. Like I got it before, I probably like tapped out conversationally for a moment where it kind of like, it finally like empties your stomach kind of thing, and like into your intestines and stuff. Probably too much information, but it kind of like empties out your stomach, so all of a sudden you feel like hungry, and it kind of, it feels like it pulls on your like bottom of your esophagus, which makes like your whole throat sore. That's the best way I can explain it. But yeah, whenever I have this medicine, it sucks, but it works. So I'll be able to eat shit later. Be able to eat stuff. So yeah, kind of like the game now. I was playing with friends for 6 hours straight. I also didn't sleep. Oh yeah. It kind of doesn't surprise me. But the 7 Days to Die kind of does. I kind of looked at it the other day and I'm like, I could probably hop on and have a look at it. I don't have the feel for it at the moment, so I'm just not forcing my hand to do it, to like play it and stuff, because like I want to play it, you know. That being green's a bit of a, I think that's supposed to be that warm. That's 22 degrees. It's 1, 4, 2, and 1. Is it because I blocked off? I do have that. I may have to take these down a bit. I made them warmer than room temperature, I think. Take it down to -9. That should be fine. Hey Zoe, what are you up to? Got back problems that I can't get fixed right now. Stopped me from sleeping on top of my already bad insomnia. I'm not dead on my feet at the moment. Well, that does suck. I have a number of like medical issues and shit as well, but not like that. Like, I know why I wasn't sleeping and stuff. I had like some pretty like horrifically traumatic like nightmares and shit before I woke up for stream Monday, that were kind of plaguing me and stuff, but didn't exactly make me want to go back to sleep. But at the same time, I also, I don't know, I just felt really sick today, so I just kind of didn't push it. I'm like, if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. If I get sleep, I do. If I don't, I don't. Like, there's nothing much I can really do about it, kind of thing. I also think I was going to change the shape of this room, because I thought about bringing it down along the edge there, but I kind of feel like I have to put a vent in these spots. We'll get them destroyed. I don't think I can do like a double vent thing, but I could do like a singular door vent. It would be less of a shape kind of thing. I could bring the vent in from here. It would be colder, and it would be one side sort of thing. It just wouldn't vent into this room. So these two rooms would probably have to work harder. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Is the colony going? It's going okay. We got attacked, like, right off the bat. So we lost one person, we had a death. We had the other little caravan arrived here, so that was neat. And I'm just trying to keep on just, you know, getting like the bits and pieces and stuff moved and built and whatnot. That way everything's kind of roughly in place. I think these are all facing the right way. I think they should be all right to turn all those back on. Okay, I think they're all in the right spot. So we'll go and get more benches. I'm also trying to get like as much out of storage as physically possible, because like these are all the benches I've got that I've brought over. I want to get them like installed and shit, but it requires me actually like grab a person, go get it installed, and then not have somebody like working on it or using it, you know, for a few minutes. I think I could get like one more in there. And then it really just depends how I want to move these chairs around, if I want like another layer. So we'll see. I'm so totally dead on my feet. I mean, how did rain go backward? Ah, it's all good. You'd be surprised like what kind of sentences I can still understand when people are tired and stuff. I think I speak tired. I'm normally awake at night and asleep during the day, but I do have like a few days, like at least once a week I'm awake for more than 24 hours, almost every week. And then alternatively, like I'll have a day where I like sleep a little bit too long, or I don't know if I want that to be coming in this far. I've also had it before where like, I don't know, had like medical reasons that I've just slept. Like I've had medicines and stuff that have basically comatose me like 20 plus hours at a time. I've had other situations where I just can't sleep for days on end. I definitely understand like the sleep issue stuff. I'm such like a bag of, I don't know what my week's going to be like sleep-wise. I just don't stress about it anymore. Like even if I've got to go somewhere or do something, I just don't care anymore. I'm just like, I'm either going to get sleep or I'm not. I'm either going to be tired or well rested and I can handle it. You know, I'll be alright. I kind of want to get the wire in here pulled out, because it's going across where the boom loops are. I think Phoenix must have run into the room and Asora just like clapped him. Phoenix and Asora are my cats, if anybody's wondering, but I heard Asora like thump something and I think Phoenix must have run through the door. But either way, I am also trying to get down like as much flooring and electricals, and I want to get like the solar and everything else that I can possibly get here built. I also want to try to get everything kind of like connected sort of where I need it to be. Also, all the cats will be sleeping down in here. So we had like a cat starvation issue, and I kind of realized that if I just shuck them out of like the bed areas, they're not too far away from the food. They should go eat if we've got meat. The problem is my people cook so fast. It's next to impossible. I also want a stockpile zone in here. That, not like that. I do want that to kind of be the blue color, ideally. Can I get a different zone? Nah, I didn't want that. Hold on. Cat starvation issue. Yeah, the problem I've got with my colony is my cats will kind of like wander too far away and then they'll start starving. Because like they're hungry and they want bags like a meal, but then they can't get to said meal. Or by the time they get to said meal, somebody else has already eaten it or used it for cooking or something like that. Like, typically speaking, if an animal bags like a meal of something, they will typically be like, nobody else can touch it, but not always, you know? Why did you get back into RimWorld? Hey, that's not where I said you could put shit, Seal. Mate, you go and move that shit out of here. I saw that. Fucking leaving stuff in here. What I wanted to do was, I think I wanted buildings, furniture. I want them to bring the hospital beds in here so I can find them easier. Let's see. I wanted to get back into RimWorld, but having an issue with one of my thousands of mods. Also, I've been troubleshooting. Notice 1.6 gets slower. I have not. So probably the reason why I didn't notice is, one, I don't have a lot of mods. I think I made a new mods command for this. Hold on. I don't know if I did it right. Yeah, that's fine. They'll work. That's what I've got in the way of like mods and shit. Like that is the whole list. One of them's not working. I don't have DLCs and shit. But I also have had a 1.5 colony until like last week and a 1.6 colony running at the same time with these hundreds of colonists and shit. So it's been next to impossible to know if I've had issues with 1.5 or 1.6. For instance, when I was at this location, when I was at location number 2, Quillen, I had an update to 1.5 break the tile. And until I moved off that tile, until I got rid of it, the game just crawled. It got to a point where we had so many glitches, we almost couldn't leave the place. I was considering abandoning people because I couldn't get them to leave, even as a singular, like, individual caravan and stuff, right? And then when we moved to our last location, like, we were there for ages, but we still had glitches trying to get the fuck out. Now that it's gone, I think once my colonists arrive here as a 1.6 map, it should be fine. It's just that I have so much stuff that we've just moved in. Like, I have literally in the thousands, mostly double-digit thousands and stuff of items, plus hundreds of animals, plus hundreds of colonists, plus every colonist has a lifetime of hundreds of colonists they know and have interacted with. Same for like lineage of certain animals and stuff, like the panthers and thrumbos and stuff. They've got like their great aunt, mother, sister, cousin, whatever, you know, kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a lot. And then of course, if I get all my crops out and stuff, then I'll definitely see everything like slow shit down. But that's only if I've got like all the external crops going at the same time, ready to be harvested, while there's stuff out here to be harvested. Like, I don't know if they've got wood. They've still got, there's chopped stumps. They must have collected the wood. We had an issue. Here we go. Here's some of the wood that we've got out here. So when they do that, when they leave like a large pile of like resources just out and about, that affects the fuck out of my game. But that and everything else, it's about the same at this point. I'm waiting for the colony to arrive so I can really see if there's much of a difference, because I should theoretically see an improvement on 1.6 with this size colony and this age colony on 1.6. But I'm not expecting it, honestly. Oh, they finally finished the floor patterns. Neat. I guess that's where all the granite went. Looks like somebody fucked up the floors. That's fine. We'll fix that a little bit. I've been telling them to make granite floor stones for a while. Is that not granite? Oh, it's a zone. Hold on. We don't want that going inside. There we go. Okay, neat. So they finished that room. That's the first one of those. Like I said, I'm going for decorative. I also want to put like fucking silver and gold spots around the place. I'm not a huge fan, but I do know it will bring up the wealth of most rooms. But that looks interesting. It looks chaotic visually. But yeah, I'm still moving the shit out of everything in here, I guess. We've moved this over by one. Move this over by one as well. We'll fit a whole nother bench in the center there. About 33 mods, and not all are active. Oh yeah. Probably the only thing I've got like lurking around that's... Oh, Chico's joined. Sweet, hold on. We've got like Rim Connect in the background and stuff. It's just not active at the moment because I only do those for special streams. Farmer has arrived, wants to join the colony. She's willing to contribute. I know where else to go. Ship colonist Lola's sister. Oh, she's got sweet fucking skills. Fuck yeah. Well, that just replaced Diamond and we're back up to 228. So, sweet. I love. 65 steadfast wimp. I did hear that this is apparently a really nice thing to have on your map. I didn't kind of like learn the alls of it, but it's fine. You make your way in, love. I'll sort you out. You look like you're a daytimer. Let me get you situated. There's also a few people in the caravan that got hurt that don't have doctor care at all. And they might have an issue. They could potentially die because they won't get tended to. They'll just get carried by the caravan. But it's it's fine. They've been on that list for ages. We'll see what happens. I haven't had a recruit join for like a little while. I think we got one when we arrived here. It's kind of like a welcome gift. I kind of expect her to half be like being chased by something, but we'll see. Let's see, you can do all of the basic stuff. You can do some basic wardening. I wouldn't mind you getting up some of your doctor skill. What have you got? You got good construction. We've got a lot of construction to be had. I don't super need somebody that can do a lot of mining. And what can else you could do? You could do researching. Honestly, I sort of don't know if I want you to get situated with like researching and shit because I don't have much to really do. But I also don't really want you to be out here like doing mining either. But I guess, look, if I've got the task, you can do it. Which reminds me, where is Johnson? Hold on. Johnson, I need to give you a skill trainer of some capacity because you never have anything to do. Although he's working, holy shit. Sorry, we found a rare occasion where Johnson is actually fucking working. I guess it does happen occasionally. And Kit, what are you doing? Medical, animals. We got animals. We got animals to pat. Intellectual, melee, shooting. You can't really do anything else. Intellectual would probably be like this kind of stuff, I'd imagine. Because that's what you've got, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, we just need a few more of these things then Kit will have something to do. Nice. Well, the only two people in my colony that are like never doing anything, Darkeye and Johnson, they're doing stuff. I sorted out Star ages ago because she was also like one of my like least working colonists. Yeah, she's doing shit now. It's great. Okay, I gotta go find new benches and I better double save that because we just had, Choco join. So, that's cool. Should probably also just quickly note. I don't usually take notes during stream, but, yeah. I can't spell her name, but it's fine. I just want to keep track of this because if my colonist numbers keep going like up and down all over the place, it'd be a bit difficult. I also wonder if I leave that up like that. I'm curious if I can see the chat messages if I leave that like that. It's visually disgusting on my end, but hang on a second. Let me just roll a test out. Yeah, that works. Okay. I found a solution to my chat thing not displaying on my screen. When I've got it like kind of like half hidden kind of thing, it scooches behind the game since Windows 11's updated. And if I leave it where it is, if I leave it visible, as ugly as it fucking is on my end to see, because it blocks like basically where Lumi is, the sheep all the way up to here is like blocked on my screen, but it's fine. I can at least see your messages when you talk now, so that's nice. I thought we had like an authentication issue with that the other day, but maybe we didn't. So let's see how we going with beds. Got all the beds down here built. We've still got those room to go. I still haven't finished these because I need my people to do stuff. Choco's down here already building shit. Choco, do you want a gun or something? You came with a gun. Oh, what do you got? Oh, yeah? Either that or she went and found herself some equipment already. The other thing too is I also need to allocate my colonists to have gear. Speaking of, I need to get the hospital beds out of this room so that I can see them. At the moment, I'm kind of enabling and disabling certain storage spaces just so that I can find my stuff. It's kind of inefficient, but it's sort of efficient at this scale, so it's fine. I also have a lot of heaters in here I've still got to install. Have I got any more kitchen benches? Yes, I got 3 more kitchen benches to go. So that will work. I think I've actually got like about 3 slots left. No one hasn't moved over yet, so they'll sit there. Who's working on this? It's got to be like Lola or Mark. Lola. Okay, Lola, when you're done with that, can I get you to work on moving that over? Same with you, Tofu, when you move that over. I'll find out. Oh no, Barb's already on that. Sweet, okay. We've got 2 more spots left. I should have